I just got out of the shower. I smell like clean and shit.
I should've let you know that you're my only one. I know you're feeling numb. I fuck you till you come.
I'm like in my closet right now. Anyways, I moved the room around, so I'm in a different spot than I usually am. I'm like more down this way, and yeah, I got really bored at like 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning. Story time. About my first fight. I used to be hella bad. I'm a good person now, but yeah, this is hella old too. Like, this is like 2 years ago, I think. 1 year ago. It was sophomore year, and I was hella salty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was just salty. I don't know why I was just always mad, but I was just like always mad, and I was always like trying to get in trouble, like on purpose. And I had heard that this girl was talking about me, and I was like, why? Like, why is she talking about me? I don't really know her like that. Like, I knew her because I had had a class with her freshman year, and I knew of her, and we had talked like a couple of times, like in a group, but I had never like texted her one-on-one, and like I had never like been friends with her. Anytime we were like ever talking, it was like because I was talking to someone else. So I was never friends with this girl, and I was like confused as to why she was like talking about me, like if we were never, you don't know nothing about me, you know. But anyways, I heard she was talking about me, and at this time she was dating or talking to, or I'm not quite sure, but she was talking to dude I used to date. And I know people see this as like different, like they see it as like I got hella mad that she was like talking to my man, which, you know what, it wasn't a big deal. He can talk to whoever he wanted to talk to, she can talk to whoever she wanted to talk to. It just felt like disrespectful to be talked about further. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? I felt like she was talking about me like she stole him from me, you know? And that's just disrespectful. Like, I take disrespect easily. For a long time, I was hearing that she was talking about me, and I was like, you know what? Not even gonna bother, because I already know how this is gonna look. Like, I already know this is gonna look like I'm salty over a boy. Like, this is exactly the type of stuff that like get people hyped up, and I'm just like, I don't want to make a scene. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm just finna let it be. Like, she's not gonna say nothing to me. There's no point in me like saying what's up. But one day in, it was either September or October of 2017, I want to say. I think it's 2017. But like, one day, one hot day, I was mad salty. Like, I don't even know why. First of all, I came to school looking ratchet. You should have seen my outfit. But I was just big mad. Like, I was big mad. I got to school late, first of all. Got to school late. I was barely in class. Like, I was just, like, really mad over nothing. Like, I don't even know what I was really mad about. You know what? I know exactly what I was salty about. This is like really stupid. Like
Let me just like cut this story real quick.
I was so wrong to fight her, period. Like, I was so wrong to fight her. I already know, because it was not that serious. I did not need to go that far. I did not need to take it that far. And again, like, when I think about it, it was just so stupid. Like, I was just so dumb. Like, I just got mad over nothing. And I just felt like I was just having a really bad day. And I was just real mad, salty, like, for no reason. But I felt like she looked at me weird. It's like so embarrassing, but like I felt like she looked at me weird. And when I don't like someone, I don't like to be looked at by them. Let me say like one more time. But I just feel like that's weird. Like, if I don't like you, don't look at me. Like, if someone I don't like is looking at me, I'm taking that as like they're signaling a fade, you know? As I walked past her, she was just looking at me, and I looked back at her, and I was like, I don't like this. It feels like a hostile environment. I had texted someone, and I was like, bro, she's looking at me a little weird. And my friend ended up texting me back and was like, yeah, like, she's been talking about you, like, she's still talking about you. And I was like, she's still talking about me? Like, for what? What is she talking about? What is so interesting about me? Because I really don't know one interesting fact about me. It looked like a setup, and I already knew the way that it looked. And she was going around saying that, like, oh, she's trying to set me up, she's trying to set me up through someone else. Because I was telling my friend, I was like, yo, tell her to come to our lunch, like, about to like get you popping, like, tell her to come to our lunch so I can talk to her, so I can meet up with her. And she was like hella sus about it, and she was like, no, why do you want me to go to second lunch? Like, I want to know what's the deal, what's up, like, what are y'all trying to do? And that's when I was just like, I'll just text her myself then. Like, if she's not gonna come, she feels sus about the situation, I might as well just come straight forward and say, like, I want to fight you, let's meet up. And I ended up doing that. So I don't know why people were saying like, oh, Savannah tried to set her up, because I wasn't trying to jump her, I wasn't trying to set her up, I wasn't trying to do nothing dirty, because we talked for like 10 minutes before we even fought. So I'm not messy like that. I was just trying to get her to come, because I didn't think she would come if I said, come over here. I ended up needing to go to the bathroom right before lunch, and I was like, can I go to the bathroom, and I went downstairs to go to the bathroom, and the bathrooms are locked. And I was like, I already knew she was finna be in this bathroom, because this is the bathroom that she goes to when everybody, well, not even her, like, but when everybody's ditching, that's the bathroom they go to. So all the other ones were locked. I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, what do I do? Do I go to the nurse? Because I wasn't like trying to like be awkward. Like, I just told her I wanted to fight, and now I'm seeing her in the bathroom. Like, that's like really weird. And I was like tripping out, but I was still on the phone with somebody. And going to the bathroom. But I had to go. I like really had to go. So I went to that bathroom, and she was in the bathroom with like 4 other people, and it was hella awkward, because I walked in there and they were all looking at me like I was ready to fight right there. I was like, no, I'm trying to pee, like, I need to go to the bathroom first, my bladder is full. And she was like questioning me. She was like, why are you trying to fight me, like, she just like kept asking, and I was like, bro, like, just wait, okay? I don't feel comfortable fighting you right now, because I feel like I'll get jumped, and I don't feel like that's fair. So I was like, bro, just wait, you could just wait your turn. And I went to the bathroom, and then I left. I was like, I wasn't even really trying to talk to her. I was just like, you're hella messy, like, I know you're talking about me. And she was like, what are you talking about? So I was like, I know you're talking about me. So then I just went back to class. Lunch started, and I was ready to go. Okay, by the time that the bell rang, my hair was up and I was ready. I was like telling everybody, like, just hold my stuff. I'm about to catch her like outside, because I already knew she was by that bathroom or in the bathroom. So I was like, I'm about to just catch her outside. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm prepared. So she wasn't even outside. Couldn't even find her outside. So I was like, whatever. Whatever. Let's go inside. So we went inside the cafeteria, and the girls I was hanging out with, they were like, we're hungry, like, wait for us to eat before you go and fight. I was like, I'm not on your time. I was like walking up to her and I threw the trash can. I was like heated. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, so what's up? Like, I want to fight. Hello. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't talk about you. I don't even have nothing to say about you. I have nothing to say to you. I was like, okay, so are we gonna fight or not? Like, I was still mad. But, like, if she said she didn't want to fight, I would have walked off. But I was like, so do you want to fight or what? And she's like, well, I need to put my hair up. And I was like, do what you need to do. So I kicked my chunklers off and I was like, ready to go. I blacked out. I don't remember much of the fight. I didn't know that I threw the first punch, which I did. I did know that. Yeah, so like as soon as she put her hair up and she looked at me, I just went in and I pushed her. I hit her, and yeah, that fight was like 2 minutes long. I was out of breath. I was tired. I didn't stretch. No monitors were coming. No teachers were coming. I was like tired. I was like, somebody pull us apart already. Like, I'm getting really bored here. I don't know exactly what she did to my eye, but my eye, the blood vessel in my eye popped, and I thought she had punched me. But I look at the video, like when I used to look at the video, I watched it like 5 times and I didn't see her like directly punch me in my eye. So I'm thinking she scratched my face, because I had a scratch on the side of my nose. So I'm thinking she like went in and her nail went in my eye and took a fat chunk of my nose. And I'm thinking that's what happened. I'm not quite sure. She might have punched me. But again, like, I blacked out. I don't remember. And I didn't see her punch me. But I've seen a lot of different videos from a lot of different angles. I also don't have this video on my phone. I had to like really try and search for it. I haven't had it on my phone. I don't think I ever had it on my phone. I'm just like I don't like do that. Like, I don't feel the need to keep my fights. There's no point. I don't know exactly what happened to her. Like, her nose is bleeding. I know her nose is bleeding because I watched the video. I didn't personally see her nose bleed because, again, I blacked out. I really don't remember. Her nose was bleeding. People were saying her nose broke. I really don't think her nose broke. I think people were just like stretching the truth. My eye was like that for like almost a month. I got kicked out of school for a month. I was suspended for 30 days, literally. But it was like 30 days after the meeting. I was already out of school for 2 weeks, and then my 30 days started, and I was out of school for a really long time. I missed the second semester of school, like the beginning of it. I missed it all. It was like really hard to get my credits back up, by the way. And yeah, I was out of school for like a really long time. I think after my freshman year, they changed the rules to people being kicked out for a month. Anybody who fought would be kicked out for a month, because we had a lot of fights. And I think they might have changed it back now because people like still didn't care that they were being kicked out for a month. And I heard people were getting suspended now of like 3 days to a week for fighting. And I was like, wow, I got kicked out for a month. Like, let me know. I wasn't gonna go and brag about the fight. I didn't post it. I didn't really brag about it. I didn't really say much until I heard her and like her friends say that like she whooped me, and then that made me mad. But then after that, like after I stopped being mad, I was just like, you know what, it was whatever. Fight was whatever. It was weak to me anyways. I never really went around saying that I won because I felt like it was pretty equal. I don't know. I don't think I bragged too much because like I knew I was wrong. Like I knew I was wrong for it. Like I shouldn't have been that mad, you know? I shouldn't have been that mad. It's like there's no reason to be that mad. If people are gonna talk, people are gonna talk, but if they don't really say it to you, like you should really let it go. But I was just such an angry sophomore. Like I did not let anything go. I ended up apologizing to her personally. Like I texted her and I was just like I'm sorry, like I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have gone that far. I was just hella mad. Like I was hearing this and that and I was seeing this and that and I just didn't like it, and I could have talked it out. Like, you know, I could have talked it out. It was a really, really long fight. Really wish I would have stretched because the next day, like, my thighs were like sore. I was like, I also didn't get my shoes back from the deans for like 3 weeks until I had my meeting, and then I got my shoes back. And I was like, those were my only chocolates, and they had them for like a really, really long time. And I had to go home with no shoes. Like they took my shoes, couldn't even find my backpack, and I went home in socks, and I went home like half blind. Like I couldn't see I could see out of my eye, but I couldn't see out of my eye. Like it really hurt to like rotate my eye, like look to the side or like look to that side or look up or look down. Like I had to turn my whole body because my eye like really hurt turning it. And I didn't even know it was messed up until the dean was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, yeah, like what do you mean? Like I thought he was like, "Are you okay?" because like I was like bleeding somewhere, and I was like checking my face, like am I bloody, like because I blacked out, and I was like, did I lose? Like I don't know what just happened. Like all I remember was being pulled out and being walked up to the deans. Like I was like didn't even know if I was bleeding. So I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, am I okay? Like, what do you see? Like, I haven't seen myself, so what do you see? And he actually had the nurse, like, come upstairs and look at my eye, and he, like, put the light in my face and everything. And I was like, I could still see. Like, it didn't hurt for, like, a while. I think it didn't hurt till, like, the next day, because then it was really, like, I can't open my eye. I just wanted to share a story because I really want to start getting into story times because I just have such an eventful life, you know? And I just really want to start sharing stuff like that, but nobody ever really tells me like what to share. So I thought I would do this one first, and I thought I should share this because again, it's like really funny to me that I'm so short, and I thought that I could just get into a fight and have so much anger for no reason. Also didn't get in trouble. Just, you know, I don't get in trouble. I don't get grounded. Sorry. I don't. My parents, like, expect this. It's, like, so sad. But anyways, I'm done. That was my story. Please don't be like me and just let it go. Unless she says she's talking about you. Then maybe I condone a little bit of violence, you know? Swing on her. I'm just kidding. Don't get kicked out of school because that stays on your record, okay? My record is pretty bad and pretty long, and I will never get into Harvard that way, so fight off campus.
I love to get to one. That's